afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming out today. Really appreciate you braving the weather, although it feels good to me right now. My name is Marilys Wolfgang, and I am a photographer. And it surprises me when I say that because I spent most of my life doing totally different. Worked at Georgia College for 30 years, been on the farm, just about everything else. And people say, well, did you start with photography when you were a kid? No, not really. I had a camera, played with it a little bit, but it was more of taking a shot here and there. I'm too cheap and I'm too impatient to deal with film. Back then, if I had a roll of film, I couldn't see wasting it, or it took forever to fill it. And then you send it off to be developed, and it comes back, and I only want about one picture that's cropped differently, so didn't get into it until we got to digital. Then, about the time I retired from Georgia College, Jim, my husband here, gave me a little camera, point and shoot, on the first digitals on the market, and so I started playing with that. Loved it, absolutely loved it. From there, I've gotten involved with a lot of different things. I'm the official photographer for the Milledgeville-Baldwin County Chamber of Commerce. I am a managing photographer for Milledgeville Living Magazine. We've been traveling the road and going to juried arts and crafts shows, and I do portraiture and commercial work and all kinds of stuff. I'm self-taught. That's my background, and that's me. Okay. Now, we're ready to go. After the click, this is for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and run through it really quickly, and then we'll have any questions and answers afterward. This is more a conceptual presentation than practical. But what do you do with these pictures? You've been out there shooting, you got them all on your camera or on your storage device. One of the things you can do, most everybody does, is share it on social media. And social media is great. Keep contact with your friends and family all over the country and all over the world. There's so much you can learn when you're going onto the internet, either in YouTube or social sites or other locations. Some of the things that I like are the Photography Throwdown. It's a weekly challenge. It's on Facebook. And every Monday you've got a theme and you go out and throw one picture down onto the site, no more than one. And on Saturday night, submissions are closed. Sunday morning, each member can give one vote. Whoever wins the vote on that day creates the theme for the next week. It's just a lot of fun. Okay? A challenge. There's other places that are more designed, in my mind, for teaching and learning, such as off-camera flash. Right now I'm working at improving my skills with speed lights and strobes and that sort of thing. So off-camera flash, they give you all the settings. You just learn so much from watching and seeing other people's work. Only Shades of Grey specializes. If you just like monochrome, black and white pictures, it's a great site to follow. FMS Photo a Day. This one is really good. I've never made the 365 challenge yet, 365 being 365 days of the year. You take a picture, whether it's sitting in your kitchen or going out, but they give you all kinds of things. Here's the monthly challenges for the 365. Take a picture of lunch. Is it friends at lunch? Is it eating lunch? Is it the meal that you prepared? Something you enjoy. Morning sky. So they give you a challenge, and every day you just go out there and do something. A lot of people go to their archives, but my challenge is it's something I'm doing today. There's lots of places you can share. I learn a lot from looking at other people's pictures. How do they do it? Where's their lighting? That sort of thing. And also sharing my own work and getting feedback from the other community out there. There's lots and lots of photo sharing sites on the internet. SmugMug, Techalicious, Instagram, Photo Bucket, all of those. They're great places to just go out and share and learn and build a community, build a network of people that you can learn from and you can help other people learn. Make gifts and mementos. I just went out and Googled gifts from photos and it came up with 168 million some results in 41 seconds. Lots of places you can find to make gifts for Christmas presents, birthday presents. For example, you can get photo books, customized photo calendars, personalized greeting cards, ceramic tiles, gift wrap, playing cards. Put your photos on glass or wood or bamboo or throw pillows. Memory The ideas are endless out there. It's fun to get your photos published. Go out there, and it's just bragging rights, and it's just self-satisfaction. It builds your ego to say, my picture was in maybe Lake Life, or Birds and Blooms, or Gardens and Guns, Those Your Living magazine, whether you're in a commercial or in just any of the scenes or following the feature stories. So I said, wonder how many people can find a place to submit their photos. So I Googled magazines accepting photo submissions, and in 29 seconds it came up with 2,280,000 magazines, publications that you can submit your photos to. I think a great thing to do if you're getting involved with photography, just to play with it here and there, is get involved with the arts associations, the community, the networking. Again, we learn from each other so much, and you make friends as you go along the way. Getting involved with Allied Arts, becoming a member. Following Artists Guild is up in Sandersville, Little Georgia Camera Club, it's down toward Macon and Warner Robins. Little Georgia Arts Association, I was involved with them many years. I learned as much from acrylic, oil painters, 2D, 3D, fiber works, as I do just getting involved with other camera people, because it's all looking at lighting and composition and how it's put together. Just during art events, again, you're getting a network, you're getting information, you're learning. Having a booth at festivals and fairs, we've been doing this since shortly after I started with photography. It's a lot of fun. It's a huge amount of work. It's a lot of investment. I can tell you a lot more detail about that if you like, but it's really a lot of fun. Okay, what else can you do after the big click? Volunteer for nonprofits, friends' birthday parties, things like that. There's people that could really use your help. The ARF group in their Animal Rescue Foundation, take pictures of the dogs that are really, photos that will make people say, oh, look at that dog, I just have to have it. Or cat. There's other things, communities and schools, your church group, other ways that you can share your work. If you're offering your work for hire or for special occasions, make sure you know what you're doing. There's nothing worse than say, oh sure, I got this new camera, I can shoot your wedding for you, and go over there and at the end of the wedding you look at it, oh, the exposure's off, the focus is off, you forgot to put your memory card in there. You can't say, let's do that again next weekend. So make sure you know what you're doing if you're doing it for a very important occasion for somebody. Be aware of your legal rights if you're doing work for other people. And your limitations. Can you take a picture of that child on the beach and publish it out on the web? It goes back and forth as to if you're a public venue, then you can do it. If it's not a public venue, but people don't want you to just come up and all of a sudden take a picture of you. What are you doing with that? Why are you doing that? Get permission. You might have to have model releases if you're going to publish it. Do you have insurance? If you're working with a family and this child falls down and breaks its leg, under your supervision, when you said sit here, cross your leg over here, lean back over that way, might be good to have insurance. If you're doing businesses, if you're registered, collect your taxes, your tax collector. There's lots of ways that you can specialize with your pictures. So take the click for infants. I see a lot of great sites where they've got these adorable babies resting their newborn heads on their wrists and stuff. They look beautiful, but know what you're doing. These wrists are not totally foreign. There's special ways that they are handling those children so they don't get hurt. You can do children, seniors, engagements, families, boudoir, sports, pets, real estate, food photography, all the way through there. There's lots of ways that you can focus your camera on different subjects. Okay, moving on into photo editing. When you're doing a portrait session and you're giving somebody a finished product, they should be able to look at that and say, you look just great in that picture. You look rested, you look refreshed. They shouldn't look at that photo and say, wow, that sure is photoshopped, isn't it? So a lot of photo editing is learning minimal. Do things small. just do things to make it look better. A 65-year-old person should not look 25. Okay. So, we're going to go through now a little 5-minute clip. This normally, well, this took me about 18 minutes to do it. I'm doing it really fast, but I knew I had limited time for our presentation, so I took that 18 minutes and compressed it into 5 minutes, so we have now 5 minutes photo editing. This is a raw file. You can see in here that the settings are set to 0. There's been no changes to that raw file. First thing I noticed is that driveway going through my head, the flyaway hair, the dark shadows, the harsh light on me. So I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to get rid of that driveway with the patch tool, taking it down and find some nice pixels that can fit in there. All right. Then I am going to refine that a little bit more. Bring it up close to my hair in there, get rid of that driveway, do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Now let's get rid of some of that flyaway hair. And this again is still using the patch tool. Just bringing the pixels from out there in the trees right up next to my head. Very gracious model to show all her flaws and bad things. You can also use the healing tool. If there are fine little lines in there, just to bring them back in. Hide with the pixels that are behind. Okay, now let's get rid of all that stuff we don't need. Let's put this into an 8x10 image. Okay, let's get it centered the way I want it to be. And let's bring it up close. Yep, there's a lot of shadows right under there. Let's go back to that patch tool. Create a layer so that you're not messing with the original. Pull it down with some nice pixels on the side. Let's just get rid of those. Those bags under the eyes. I took this picture with harsh lighting just for this session. Okay, get rid of the parentheses. All of a sudden I'm looking pretty good here. But I'm not looking real. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is, since that's an adjustment layer, you can reduce or increase the opacity. When we take down 0, all those flaws come back again. I usually put my adjustments at about somewhere between 30 and 35 in there so that they're softened, but they're not gone. Okay, next thing we're going to do is bring some highlights into the center of the face. And then after that, we're going to put some shadowing on the side. Again, this is to brighten it up, not to change me, but to just make it look a little fresher. The eyes are pretty dark in here. We're going to lighten those up in this process. This is using the Dodge and Burn tool. There we go with the shadowing. Darkening just the outside edge of the iris, again to sharpen up the eyes a little bit. Working with the opacity on that layer on the right hand side where the pointer is. Turning it on and off so you can see the difference really quick. Okay, looks good. Flatten that layer. And the next thing I'm going to do is just do a little contrast and lighting on an adjustment layer, flatten that one out, we're good with that. Some people keep all their layers the whole time. I tend to flatten things out. Right now I'm adding a little bit of sharpness, a little bit of lip gloss in there. Okay, I like the jewelry, so let's pop that up a little bit, sharpen it, brighten it. And there again, I'm using the sharpening tool at this point. Thinking about it, what else do I want to do here? Okay, now I want to put a bit of a darkening vignette around the edges again to draw the eye back into the center of the picture, onto the subject. And that's using the lens correction tool.